Is it popping? My phone be late sometimes.
Yeah, it's
I see there. Okay.
Are you? What? Shit, well.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
We'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Akim, pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back again on this Thursday evening. It's like an open forum. It's a lot of news and prophecies that's been going on. We're going to touch on some of them, Lord, through the spirit of Habashim Yahushai. So, Lord, we will do so. And, hey, now it's time to be, watchmen of the Lord. We definitely have to be watchmen now because there's so many things that is popping off. And we know Esau, through his being a warlock he's starting to show his horns. All right, and things are not going to get any better. You just got to believe in that. It's only just begun. Like Michael Jackson said, this is it. So we're finna see these things that's about to come. And the times we're in, bro, you gotta. Can we get what was me?
Second Ezra chapter 16. Second Ezra chapter 16 and 17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
Hey, and that was Ezra, and he was seeing the times that we're in at this time, this present time. Bro, we seeing a lot of things that are starting to happen. This is not the same America that was in the 1990s, in the 80s, in the 2000s. All right? After the pandemic, it was a so-called new norm. Now we're seeing what? The becoming of another new norm, but it ain't going to be something that's going to be pleasantry. Right? We're going to get Isaiah 19 is about to start popping off. People are very high-strung right now. All these damn people walking with the juice up in them. They done changed the whole chemical imbalance. These people are going nuts out here. So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to stay in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and cover. All right? Constantly being circumspect. And also, like I said in Ephesians 6, we got to put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? Because the wiles of the devil is about to happen. All right? That's why Idris said, woe is me. Who's going to deliver me in these times come? All right? Who's going to deliver us is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord's will, we continue in the faith and stay strong and constantly endure.
This is Luke 21 and verse 20 and 25. It says that there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon earth distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and waves roaring, man's heart failing them for fear and for looking after the things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. These things begin to come to pass. Then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Just backing the brother point up about being circumspect in these times, man. We seeing the signs. All right, before we started the camera, we were talking about the blood moons. You know what I'm saying, that we had this week. How many you said about like three?
Yeah, back to
you know what I'm saying, and that's just this week, man. How many the previous weeks, man? There's constantly been blood moons, man. It ain't a blood moon only when Esau says a blood moon, man.
Right.
You see it, you see the moon. All right, that color blood. What is that, man? That's a blood moon.
Right.
You see, we have these particular signs in the sun. The sun, you can tell that something, like Elder Yashwan would say, it's something off with the sun. Right. Everything is off, and everything that we saw signs that Yahweh Shah said would be taking place. So just like I read in that last verse, man, it says, "Then look up, for your redemption draweth nigh." You see, meaning look up and set your affections on the things that's happening there.
Right.
You see, the time of salvation is close. You see, but with the salvation coming closer, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more. It's gonna get very dangerous on the planet Earth, man.
Right.
It's going to be a time of lawlessness. It's going to be a time of prophets of the believers of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to be persecuted and hunted down. You see, these are times that we're getting ready to come into, man. And this is the thing that you should be preparing your mind for, man.
Right.
You see, rooting yourself in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that's why brothers are constantly videos. You see, brothers are constantly telling the congregation, telling the flock, look, this is what's taking place, man. While you have other Israelite groups having parties, you know what I'm saying, not really caring and not really going into the signs, it's even before, like another thing we talked about was this thing that happened with Charlie Kirk. What's the nigga name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk,
Yeah.
the chick on the bus. You know what I'm saying? All these things, like the brother said, that chick weeks ago, but all now just being brought up with this shit with, you know, because Esau is trying to make something happen on the planet Earth, and ultimately it's the Lord's plan to cause division. You see?
If I could pull up that word, it's gonna be complexity. You go to perplex. Well, adjectives perplex. I mean, completely baffled, very puzzled, and that's what's gonna happen. People are gonna be confused, puzzled. We don't know what the hell's going on out here, but we know what's going on.
Right.
All right, we know through prophecy these things that are happening. All right, I had a precept.
Can I get a word for you too?
Go ahead.
This is going into that word perplexity in the blue letter. Strong 60, strong G63, 639. Salakia. It says opereo. It says and this is the root. It says be without resources, to be in straits, to be left wanting, to be embarrassed, to be in doubt, not to know which way to turn, to be to oneself, to be in doubt, to not know how to decide or what to do.
So that's going into your livelihood, being straight. You being gonna be in a difficult position, you know, and that's what STRAIT.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah, that's you're gonna be in a position of difficulty. You don't seem like there's no way out. You know, what is that Amos where it says when you a bear meet you, you put your hand up on a wall and the door, a snake bites you. There's really gonna be no way out. You're gonna look at it like on the movie The Road. You know, you're gonna think things gonna be good. You have thinking people have like my mindset. I'm already prepared, but you ain't got your how about you was shot. When you watch that movie The Road, they was prepared, you know, basically stocking up. But over a period of time, things kept getting worse and it stayed bad. And what happened? His wife lost hope and she walked out there to be destroyed. You know, because she felt like there was no way out. We have, it says in John 10, Yahweh Shai is the way, the doorway. That is the way to get out of the destruction or the perplexity of life complexity that is going to happen upon this earth.
Right. Hey, if I can land back out of precept too, and then the point that you made about that movie The Road and how they was so-called prepared, but eventually what? Eventually that treasure that they had ran out.
Yeah.
You see, it didn't last them. Yahweh Shai warned us about laying up treasures on earth versus laying up treasures in heaven. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 and verse 14. It says, no one can ever exhaust the treasures of wisdom. Use those treasures and you are friends of the Most High. And you are the Most High's friends. And he approves of what you learn from her. You see, but like the point in that verse, you can never exhaust the treasures of wisdom, man. You see, it's never going to run out. It's ever flowing. You see, and that's what's going to get the elect through their time. Like it says in Isaiah 30, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. You see, because these people can be a millionaire. He can have a bunker. He can have food. He can have this and that. But eventually that shit is going to run out. Then what he going to have?
Right.
He ain't going to have shit. Just like the brother mentioned that The Road. Eventually what? That nigga wife got to the point where she just walked out into the fucking blizzard.
Yep.
She knew it was over. She knew that they ran out of resources. And she knew that if somebody found them and knew that they had resources, what would happen to her? You happen to their child, and what would happen to them? He would get killed. She would get raped. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and traded off or whatever, man. You see, so instead of going through that, she just walked off in the snow.
Right.
And that's gonna be that's what a lot of these people. That's gonna be the fate of a lot of these people, man. Laying up earthly treasures, man. You see, that shit is not gonna get you through what the Lord is gonna bring on the planet Earth, man. Because like it says in Isaiah 55, your thoughts are not my thoughts. Your ways are not my ways. So nigga, you can think, you can have a plan, you can be going over it week by week, you can have walkie-talkies, and you can be running your whole goddamn next block, can be doing a goddamn drill for when we our bug out bags, this is what we're gonna do on our block. We all gonna come together. You can run that shit every week, but the Lord's gonna happen to where it ain't gonna happen like you planned it, bro.
I may not be home.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna make that point.
Yeah.
Yep. The Lord set it up that way.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You stack up all this stuff, and then you be somewhere else when it goes down.
Right.
You got all that stuff over there, but you
Right.
over here. How's that gonna help you, bro?
Right.
But who is that gonna help? Because it be the men of the Lord, because the Lord said, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink, and my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be hungry, thirsty, and you're gonna be sorrowful.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So he'll have your tail over there. You know, you just stacked all this stuff with them, the water, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be over there. But these prophecies are gonna come to pass, man.
Right.
And another thing, just to add to what the priest Benaiah said, you know, about the wife knowing that somebody will come and kill them and take it. But you got these ex-military cats with this training, man. You know, with these ex-Navy SEALs, all the ones with training, militias, you know, and they making videos, man, about that very thing. Go ahead, stack it up, but just know we coming.
Yep.
We coming to get it, man. You know, what you gonna do against them? You ain't got no training. You don't even know how to hold a gun, or aim and shoot perfectly. These cats are trained with that crap, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Who about to win that battle, bro?
I got two of them. Y'all.
Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Job 27, just laying back on the point that, you know, you can how you going into, man. Like the elect is going to eat, and the Lord says that He's not going to feed the wicked, man. That's in Proverbs 11th chapter. And you people, y'all don't deserve to eat. You know, Klaus Schwab is right. You know, he's right, and hey, that really extends unto his ass too. You know, the Lord ain't about to feed. Oh, well, you read that in Luke the 1st chapter. Mary, she sung a song of praise, man, and it's very prophetical. You know, that song of praise, Luke chapter 1. But I want to say like around the 51st verse. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it real quick. This is Luke chapter 1. All right. Yeah, I got it right here. This is Luke chapter 1 and verse 52. And this is Mary, okay, the mother of Yahweh Shah, as she conceived seed from Joseph, and she you know, she understood that, okay, the Savior of the world, or the Savior of the world of Israel, that is, okay, she's about to give birth to him. So Luke 1 and 52, He had put down the mighty from their seats and exalted them of low degree. He had filled the hungry with good things, and the rich He had sent away empty.
Right.
See, and who's the hungry that's being fed with good things? The elect. And what's the good thing that they're being fed with? This knowledge and understanding. Jeremiah the 3rd chapter. I will raise up shepherds, okay, to feed you according to my heart with knowledge and understanding. Okay, and He says, and the rich He have sent away empty. What's that? Job the 20th chapter. In the fullness of sufficiencies he shall be had in straits. He shall not feel quietness in his belly. Because you got these Edomites, chiefly the elite bankers. Hey, they eating right now, man.
Yep.
Hey, but the Lord's about to He's about to make them vomit that shit up, and He's going to give all that into the elect. This is Job chapter 27 and verse 16. Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, He may prepare it. Okay, you got all these preppers, which I was going into, stocking up on food, ammo, clothing, shelter, things and such. The necessities, He says, He may prepare it, but the just shall put on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. You see? So ultimately, these things that's being okay, you painting the walls, and
Right.
you see, that's what Jake is doing, man. They're investing in a condemned house. Okay, America, Babylon the Great. See? And Yahweh Shema Shah, the elect, is looking at that. They're like, what the hell are you doing? Clearly, this place is done, man. Okay, like the priest was going into, you got blood moons. Okay, the United States is facing a multi-front war right alongside the state of Israel. Okay, Venezuela. Okay, Qatar. Just yesterday, they vowed retaliation against Israel. Iran has forgotten what Israel did months ago. All right. So many things happening, man. Okay, economic implosion in Babylon the Great. Okay, the Big Beautiful Bill, the Stable Coin Act, okay, the Genius Act. All these things are coming to fruition to basically make your life even more living hell, man.
Yeah.
Just in a technocratic sense. So this place is done.
Right.
Okay, the angel of the Lord is visiting this place. The Zechariah the 5th chapter. Okay,
Yeah.
that flying house of the thief, man.
That's a curse.
It's a curse. So much to the point to where, okay, now Esau, the Lord is forcing Esau to talk about this, man.
Mhm.
He got to mention in his congressional meetings. Even these Edomites that wanted to keep it on the hush hush, on the down low about these chairs, they're just like, nah, bro, we got to say something, man.
Yeah.
This is getting out of hand. We scared. So now, now you got this nigga Charlie Kirk getting shot. Okay, Trump attempted assassination on his life. What was that? At the latter part of last year. When was that?
Oh, when Trump got his ears?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the latter part of last year.
Yeah, latter part of last. So clearly these devils are up to something, man. And ultimately, what they're up for is Scriptures tells us, Psalms, okay, is taking counsel against the Lord and His anointed, man.
Right.
That's what it's all about. They want to try to free themselves from slavery against Yahweh Shema Shai. They know when 2nd Ezra 13th chapter that the Son of the Most High is coming back to rebuke the inventions of the wicked, man.
Right.
You see? And they're doing any and everything they can, okay, to resist that. But the Lord got this goddamn devil cornered by the testimony, by the angels, okay? All right, so the earth is rising up against this man.
Right.
So he's pretty much done being diplomatic with you niggas, man. So now he's about to just pull out that sword.
Hey, the writing is on the wall.
Yep.
You see, just like Daniel, man.
Many.
You see, yeah, Tego, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And you need the prophets to interpret the writing on the wall, man.
Right. We doing it now. Like,
Yeah.
these niggas know this shit is through.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, according to the signs that Yahushua gave us, man, and what will be taking place, this place is through. It's over.
Yeah.
Like the brother said, here it is. You trying to build in a cursed place. Why would you trying to build something that's forever in a cursed place that the Lord said He's going to destroy, man?
Right.
You see? I got a precept. You got something?
Well, I was going to add, yeah, because when Matthew the 24th chapter, the Lord goes into that. When you see these certain signs, you know what I'm saying, which all those signs are being seen, man. You know what I'm saying? The wars, the rumors of wars. You know, you got the most major, biggest famine that's going to ever be known is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? You send the different diseases, and you know they got they still with the seed, you know, going on, you know what I'm saying? All of this crap, man, ain't going nowhere. They still pushing all this crap, man. So those are the what is the end of the verse when it goes into the pestilences?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, the pestilences and all those, the earthquakes and diverse, all these things are happening, man. You know what I'm saying? So those are those signs that the priest was going into, man. You know what I'm saying? We're already in them. We're seeing them as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
We're already in WW3. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The mark is ready. You know what I'm saying? All these things are set and ready to move. So they just need that one big thing, that one event to you know what I'm saying? To make this thing go forward.
Exactly.
You know? And this, we may very well be there right now with all this thing moving. Go ahead. Al.
I was gonna say, as you mentioned WW3, it made me think about WWF back in the day,
Mhm.
and Trump was on it.
Right. He sure was. Yep.
Trump was on WWF, and here we are, and this nigga got us in WW3,
Right.
which he promised before he took. You could impersonate him the best, man.
It's ain't
You
true.
know? Well, you know, you vote me in, I'll get it out of the war the same day I get it, you know?
Yeah.
But this nigga done got you further into war,
Exactly.
new wars, might I add,
Right.
okay? Wars, currency wars, hot wars,
Man.
you know what I mean? Like, damn, bro, it's a war. It's a war against you.
Yeah.
Okay, all this is going on. Okay, civil uprisings. You know, you got Edomite hell, Jake, Mattis hell, everybody, but a perfect time to have the National Guard in all these cities right now, too.
Right.
You know?
With that peace and safety. He was speaking that before he said he come back in the office. He can bring forth all this peace and safety and no war we have.
Right. Where is it in Daniel? It said, through peace shall destroy many.
God.
Yeah.
Right.
See, that's what this nigga is doing, man. You know, he's doing the same thing, and our people, they really think that peace is coming.
Mhm.
All these examples of signs and tribulations taking place on the planet Earth, man, that brothers are going into, and our people still, everything is gonna be all right, man.
Right.
You know, the way the Earth is heading, according to nigga, everything is all good. You know, they about to get caught up, man. You see. So the best thing that you can do is repent and turn back unto the Lord, man.
Right.
Following and entering into that straight gate, man. You got something?
I got it. Yeah, I got a couple. You got it?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Matthew 6 and 19 and 20 it says, lay not yourselves treasures upon earth where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal.
Right.
Right, who's that thief? Who's the ultimate thief, man? Esau.
Yeah.
Can you read that one more time?
That was it.
Can you get that Zechariah 5?
Gotcha.
House of the thief?
It says, lay not for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Right, because ultimately these treasures is given to you by who? Your oppressor, Esau, man. You know? Okay, you get a good job. You get your nice little savings account. Okay, treasure on this side. Okay, can you go ahead?
Done. It
If I
says,
could add real quick, and those treasures are basically a gift. And the scripture said a gift destroyed the heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't trust in this dude, man.
Right.
His little dainties, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Proverbs the 23rd chapter. Eat not the dainty meats of him that has an evil eye towards thee, man.
That's it.
You know, for he's going to basically, overcome you. You see, and our people, they want to slice this goddamn devil's pie, man. You see, but it's going to come with a price. And Esau, he'll give you a little slither because he got the whole world.
Right.
A little, what's that? Luke the 16th chapter gives you Lazarus and the rich man. You know how Lazarus, he was just begging for the crumbs from the rich man's table. Esau has no problem giving a nigga crumbs, man, because like, okay, Jake over here boasting he make 6 figures a year. Bro, the elites, they spend that shit on breakfast, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they wipe their ass with 6 figures, man. But Jake is over here bending over, touching their toes, selling their souls for 6 figures. Okay, not turning to Yahweh Shemal Shah over 6 figures, man.
Right.
You see, and you're gonna feel like a complete asshole when you see Yahweh Shemal, or when you see Yahweh Shah and the Holy Host of angels crack it. And you're gonna see how none of this meant nothing, man.
Right.
The only useful thing you could be doing as a Hebrew Israelite man, woman, or child is serving your power, man. Yahweh Shemal Shah.
That's right.
You got it.
It's back in Matthew 6:19. It says, "Lay not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal."
And where thieves break through and steal, and the ultimate thief, okay, is chiefly Esau, man. This nigga's a thief.
Proverbs 23 and 4. Oh, go ahead.
God, yeah, this nigga's a thief, man. So much to the point to where, can you get that Zechariah 5?
Zechariah chapter 5, and we'll get straight to the point. Start at the top. Okay.
And this chapter's going to that flying roll, and the flying roll is speaking about is the chariot. This ain't talking about no sweet Hawaiian roll, or no dinner roll.
Right.
It's talking about the chariots, man. And it shape shifts. It gives you a dimension. Can you read speaks about the cubits?
So this I start at the top. Zechariah 5 and 1. It says, "Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked." And
Yeah, lifted up my eyes. What do you read it earlier? Luke 21. Yahweh Shah says, when you see these things, lift up your eyes. Okay, hey, brothers see flying rolls.
That's right.
Yeah, apostles, bishops, brothers, hey, you see flying rolls, man.
Right.
The chariots.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and Esau, everybody sees them. But a lot of people, they're reluctant and they're scared to speak about it because, Jeremiah 10, they're dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Right.
But we call on Yahweh Shemal Shah, but these people are, oh shit. They don't know what to think, so they just shrug it off. Oh, it's got to be the military.
Right.
They say, number one, it's got to be the military.
Right.
You know?
When you looking at a chariot, you know what I'm saying? It appears to look like a star. You know what I mean? You know how we look up now. That's a chariot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the niggas like, man, it doesn't y'all looking at stars.
Yeah.
The scripture say, what is it in Matthew? Where it talks about those wise men, how that star. You guided those wise men until Yahweh Shah. What you think they was talking about? Actual star, man?
Right.
You see? So, like the brother said, the ships can come in many shapes and forms, man.
Right.
They can change it whenever they want, man.
Because they're spirits.
Right.
Ezekiel 1. It speaks about how, wheresoever the angels went, that chariot went as well. Because the chariot is part of the angel's extension, man. You see? They can shape shift, change form to clouds or whatever the Lord wants.
That's right.
You see? Isaiah 31. For the chariots of Egypt are flesh and not spirit.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, they can be small like a star. They can be big like a mountain.
Man.
Right.
Like Yahweh Shah's coming back in, man.
All
A
eyes
great
will
mountain.
see.
Right.
Yeah, at times you have they appear as little orbs of
Yeah.
light.
Yep.
But then the one that they've seen recently is like 7,000 miles, bigger than from the East Coast to the West Coast, man.
Right.
That's about 5,000, roughly, or a little over 4, but almost 5,000. So you talking about bigger than from the East to the West, bro.
Yeah.
So that's just going into the back and what the Kanyam are going into, man. And just like us,
Right.
people appear before. That's why scriptures say in
Hebrews 13.
angels
unawares.
entertaining angels unawares. So bro, they can become just like us, eat, drink, talk to you. So hey, bro, them some bad. You dealing with something
Right.
Right.
otherworldly, bro. You can't put words on this stuff, man. It's like damn.
See,
It's amazing, man. The Lord is amazing, bro.
See, it's just like Elisha talked to the servant, and he was basically was fearing that the enemy was coming, and he made him he had asked the Lord to open his eyes up.
Right.
He saw all those bands of angels. See, that reminded me of that movie Predator. Predator movies, they put the predator through certain challenges, but at the end, you might be standing right here next to outside, and there'll appear a big old ship, and you have those predators standing around you. That'd be how that. You may see something just appear, and you see all these bands of angels just sitting around. That lets you know that the Lord the angels are upon us.
Man, Salaki, brother.
No, go ahead.
There was a video, I don't know how it's maybe a few years ago. It's not, because the brother out there in LA puts up all these
Yeah,
cherry videos.
cherry videos.
And it was one he put up, I believe it was out in Mexico, and it was basically came down and it actually transformed into you could see the afro.
Wow.
It became a person basically. But then when you keep looking, you start seeing others like
Man.
man, that was a bad video, man, bro.
Oh.
That very thing is there's a video that's on the brother's channel of that very thing, and they're like those different angels start appearing as he's moving. You can see other ones appearing. You know what I'm saying? It was man, that's a bad video, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
He sounds scared, man.
yeah,
Mhm.
So he should be.
yeah.
Right. See, he's dealing with the creator of the heavens and the earth, man.
Right.
You see? And he's gonna send back his only begotten son, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, the only spirit that was created by the Father. You see, and he's gonna come back in all the glory of his Father, man.
That's right.
You see, and it's gonna be he's gonna shake the earth, man. What is that scripture talks about? Once more shall I shake the earth, and not only the earth but the heavens also, man. You see? You wanna go back to the Zechariah, bro?
Okay, yeah.
Zechariah, back in Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 2, it says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe, and the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits.
See, this is one of those go-to chariot scriptures that we go to all the time. And our question for you wacky tacky Christians, okay? All right, how do you explain the so-called spaceships, man?
Right.
You see, if the Lord covers all He does, okay, but according to you, the Lord covers all ground. Well, where is this in the Bible at?
Right.
You don't hear vocab or any of these Christians, so-called Christians, speak about the chariots of salvation.
Right.
You see, because ultimately they're the chariots of Israel, man. Ultimately set up, to destroy the wicked and to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, man, out of this final captivity. And they've always been around. You rewind all the way back, to the first Exodus, man. There, Yahweh Shah. You see, being our reward. Scripture speak about a reward, meaning that their rear guard. How he came in between us and the Egyptian army, and then Yahweh Shah, and then he came in front of the camp and guided us through the Red Sea. He was there amongst us through the whole wilderness process. So the chariots always been here, man.
That's right.
They ain't go nowhere.
Right.
You see, what it was, the Lord just hid himself for a little bit. All right, but now he's starting to make himself known. Was that Sirach, the 36th chapter? Let them know thee, we have known thee.
Right.
See, you got it out.
That devil Alexander the Greek encountered chariots, man.
Yep.
Ain't that how he found he read second Ezra and then the chariot got him.
Oh, you talking about
Columbus,
Yeah.
Columbus, Salakia, Columbus.
Yep.
Same. I was gonna mention that. Same that, but I got the men wrong. Not the Greek, but the Columbus, man. And they led him over here to the Americas, where Gad was, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what, that movie St. Elmo's Fire. That's what that's about, man. So these things are known, bro. It's not like Esau don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he just got y'all, Jake in the dark with the movie Signs, and with what's the name?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson making these movies like Signs. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a great with man. Stop, bro. You got these people in high level security, top security levels in NASA coming out, black, dark skin, black, So, and afros, the ones you always bring it up about.
When they came down and they said they came out with like they never been they never been conquered.
Right.
Yeah, they said all of them like 8 feet tall.
Right.
Yeah, they had these certain weapons. Yeah.
It's out there, man. This information is out there. And the Bible goes into all of this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But check, I want to make one other point too to these Christians, since you mentioned those Christians. In Matthew the 24th chapter, it said that the Lord is going to gather his elect from the four winds of the earth, all from one end to the other. How's he going to do that, bro? Is he just going to fly through the air and just come on, bro, you're going to see a big crowd of people just flying through? No, bro. It's going to be those very things that Esau taught you was an alien, man, space, a UFO, That's what it's taught. That's how he's going to gather his people, and this because it's going to outdo the first one. Of course, the Egypt, the Exodus from Egypt and the splitting of the Red Sea. What's going to outdo that? Well, that's going to outdo that. When you see your skies lined with what you've been taught was aliens, UFOs, and it starts beaming up people and the the majority of people gonna be thinking there's an abduction going on, but we're not gonna be a part of the abduction. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna definitely outdo. That's gonna be amazing. You see these aircraft that unlike anything you've ever seen, and it's lining the skies and it's just beaming up. Got people beaming them up, bro. That's an amazing sight, bro. You got something?
Isaiah 24 and verse 22. It says, "And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the." No, they don't want to move for you.
What's it? Lord, Father, go to fire.
Yeah. I got it right here. This is 15 Slocky. It says, "Wherefore glory ye be Yahweh Shemel Shai in the fire name of the Lord Yahweh of Israel in the isles of the sea, from the uttermost part of the earth have we heard."
That's right here. Can you read it one more time?
Gun.
Call it, read it.
Gun. This is Isaiah 24 and 15. It says, I'm gonna start at verse 14, Baba Shah.
When you go into this chapter, this is going into the land of confusion being broken down.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the land of confusion? America, Babylon. Babylon means with, okay, confusion. Con meaning with, fuse means mix. Okay, so with mixing. So, hey, this place is being broken down, man. Isaiah 47:1, sit down in the dust. That's what's happening right now. America's in a very lamentful position right now. This is not, like you said earlier, this is not the America in the 90s. This is not America in the 50s and the 40s, man. When these Edomites, you know, riding those prototype Ford vehicles, you know, honking, you know,
Right.
them days fucking over with, man. You got Jake fucking shiny your shoe. Jake got to walk across the street when the Edomite, you know, walk on the side. Those days are fucking over, man.
Yo.
Okay, this place is sitting down in the dust, man. You got it up.
Isaiah 24 and 14, it says, "They shall lift up their voice and they shall sing for the majesty of Yahweh Shai."
Right, who's singing, man? The elect. While everybody else is crying. The elect is singing, man. Singing what? This new song with no gall in their mouths, man. And that new song, the elect blameless, man, and justified. Right alongside with the blood of Yahweh Shai. You got it out.
They shall cry aloud from the sea.
From the sea. Go ahead.
"Wherefore glorify ye Yahweh in the fire."
Right, because hey, the elect it's gonna be a hot time, man, in the spirit, bro. You see, and the Lord's gonna try his elect in that fire, that furnace of affliction. You see, but the Lord's gonna have that his hand of protection. Okay, his elect, just like he had with Hananiah, Mishael, Azariah in the fiery furnace. Okay, and Nebuchadnezzar said, "Who is this fourth in the fiery furnace? He looks like the Son of God." You see, so hey, the elect, hey, they're gonna be Yahweh Shai is gonna be with the elect in the fires, man.
Right.
You see, you got it out,
It said, "Even the name of Yahweh, the power of Israel."
and that proves you gotta have the names, man. What the hell you like going through Jacob's trouble? You ain't got the the armor, you ain't got the name, man. That strong refuge. You see, that's the mark. That's the mark of the Most High. That's the Wah that you read about in Ezekiel 9:4. That's the names of Yahweh Shemel Shai in the elect's foreheads, man. And what comes those names? Protection, authority. You see, sealing. You see, it's the mark of the Most High's ownership over those predestinated spirits, man. And they're gonna be glorifying those names. Yahweh Shemel Shai. Holy hell is breaking out through the earth, man. You got it out.
It says, "Wherefore," verse 15, it says, "Wherefore glorify Yahweh Shemel Shai in the fires, even the name of the Lord Yahweh in the isles of the sea." From the
Yeah, because you got Israelites everywhere. You got Israelites in Jamaica, okay, in the Caribbean, you know, Australia, and all the islands of the sea. And Yahweh Shai is going to, okay, all the Israelites, that's part of the elect. No matter where they at, they could be, you got brothers in Alaska, okay, you got brothers in Jamaica, wherever, Hawaii, you got it. That's awesome.
Yeah. Matthew 24:31.
Yep.
It says, "He shall sing with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather
And
together."
this that last trumpet, that seventh trumpet, man.
Right.
You see, you read about in 1 Thessalonians 4, 1 Corinthians 10th chapter, Revelation the 11th chapter speaks about that trumpet, man. You see, hey, we wait on that seventh trumpet, man. You see, and that's when 7 represents what? Completion, man. That's when this thing is complete. It's already completed in the heavens. That's why you can read the prophecy concerning what the Lord is going to already do. And he says, it is finished. You see? So we're just looking at these things play out and culminate in the earth, in this physical realm, man. but the victory's already won. You got it.
Matthew 24 and 31, it says that he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. They shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Now, who's the elect? Okay, the elect. Okay, well, you ask Hocab Malone and those Hocabalites, these Calvinists. Okay, they'll tell you that elect can be anybody amongst any nation of people, but they're just the chosen ones amongst any nation. So that means you have elect Edomites. That don't even go together. That's like oil and water, man. No, the elect, Isaiah 44 in verse 1, Isaiah 45 and verse 4. The Lord says, Israel is mine elect. You see? So, but even amongst the nation of Israel, okay, even amongst the nation of Israel, there's another elect known as the firstborn, man. There's an elect within the elect.
But see, they
But-
don't. Oh, slap. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but in order to be a part of the elect, you gotta first and foremost be an Israelite, man.
Yeah. But see, when you go over to the land, all of them are say they from Judah. You know, because what did they start calling them? They call them the JEWs. JEWs. So that means basically that's short for being what? From the tribe of Judah. So where are the other tribes at? You know, you got 12 tribes, but now, like you said, you have Hocab Malone trying to income from any nation. But no, it's supposed to be from the nation of Israel. But they, when you look at the nation of the small heads over there now, they don't say that. They just say, well, it's us. We're the head tribe is Judah. And everybody else, we don't know.
I think they say.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, it's, come on, bro.
That's
still
Southern Kingdom, basically. Yeah.
Where's the Northern Kingdom? But I got one real quick to back that. Vote that whole, but man, I'm like, dude, come on, man. This Revelation chapter 5 and verse 9, it says, and they sung songs saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain, going to Yahushua, and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred, tongue, and people and nations. Now, why does it say that? Because when you go back to the curses which was put on the Israelites, Deuteronomy 28 and 64, the Lord said he was going to scatter his people among all the heathen and into all these lands, these different nations, man. We got to scatter Israelites, bro. So when you go into this word real quick, let me go into this word real fast. This word, I believe is kindred in that. It's going to tell you exactly who it's talking about. This is the word kindred. It's Fule. It's G54, and it's Fule. And when you read outline of biblical usage, it says I, a tribe. When you read A, it says in the all the persons descending from one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob. The 12 tribes, man. That's who it's talking about. It's not talking about the nations, bro. It's talking about the tribes that were scattered into those. He's going to gather them out of those nations. That's what this verse is going into, bro. It's the 12 sons, the patriarch. The 12 sons of the patriarch. Those that descend from him, from Jacob, bro. Because that's the chosen line. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, bro. Those the patriarchs, 12 sons, and all their descendants, you know, by way of the Father, that is.
I got something, bro. I want to pull that word elect in Matthew 4 and 31. It's Strong's G1588. Electos. It says to pick out, chosen by God. It says to obtain salvation through Hamashiach. It says Christians are called chosen or elect of the Most High. It says the Messiah is called elect as appointed. But when you go, let me go to the root. When you go into the root,
If I can add, we were never taught that in Christian church, man. You know, that the Most High does the picking. We were told that, you choose the Lord as your personal Lord and Savior. You know? You choose the Lord. I rededicate my life to sweet Jesus, be my personal Lord and Savior. No, it don't freaking work like that, man.
right?
The Lord got to pick. He does the picking, man.
Right.
Always has and always is very picky, might I add.
The Lord told you in Deuteronomy 7 and 6 who he picked.
Right.
Israel, man.
Yep.
But when you go into the root word for that word elect, it's electomai. I'm gonna go straight to it. It says, i.e. the Israelites.
Boom. That's
So that's
straight.
it. Yeah, now go
straight
ahead,
to the
bro.
point. You got it. I got
No,
you.
no,
What to say.
that's
That's
not-
good.
I was like,
It's straight to the point. Yeah, God, that's beautiful, bro. And can I bring one out real quick to add to what you said? This is John 15 and 16. It says, red letters, Yahushua speaking, whom the world ignorantly and fraudulently refers to as Jesus Christ. Jebus, I call him Jebus. I don't like that name. It's John 15 and 16. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So the point being, the Lord is telling you his own mouth, you ain't chose me. So just like the brother was mentioning, I rededicate my life to the Lord. I'm going to I choose the Lord. No, you can't choose the Lord. The Lord hasn't choose you. What's that, Ephesians, the 1st chapter? You know, from the foundation of the earth, before the Lord created anything, he chose. He chose those spirits that he was going to deal with in end times, man, that he was going to deliver in those times, man. Those are the ones that remnant return in Isaiah the 10th chapter. The remnant is returning in these times. It's coming back to what? They're you know, we have the names. We're calling on those names. We know who he is now. We know who they are. We know who we are now, you know. And we ain't out here calling ourselves Christians, right. Which is bugged out because Christians is mentioned only a few in the entire Bible. But that's the Israelites, man. The Israelites were first called Christian in Antioch, bro. It goes down in the book of Acts, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I was gonna say if I could add, and it was on them as a derogatory term,
exactly.
Because
nothing good, just like you.
Yep, because you had the followers of Serapis Christus, you know, that Ptolemy Soter the First in Egypt, you know, set up. You know, he's the one that set up, you know, Isis, you know, or Serapis. They're interchangeable. They're the same one. Serapis Christus, Isis Christos, and the followers of them, okay, were known as Christians.
Right.
You see, so you fast forward to Acts the 11th chapter, where you know that was the Israelites. You know, the Israelite that believed on Yahweh Shai as pretty much a derogatory term. Oh, they must be the followers of Serapis Christus, man. You see, so you know we don't call ourselves Christians, man.
Right.
You know. We're believers in Yahweh Shai. We're Israelites.
That's right.
You see, all of Yahweh Shai's disciples were what? Israelites, man.
And he's not coming to deliver Christians.
Right.
He tells you that, who he's coming to. He tells you in Matthew the 15th chapter, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He's coming back to deliver Israelites, not Christians, you dummies.
Right.
Read the Bible. You claim, you know, those things are in the New Testament which you claim to believe in, man.
Right.
You know, can't get it. Also, to add to John 15, when you read in John 6 chapter, in verse 44, as a matter of fact, can I grab that real quick?
Okay.
And bring that out just to back this real quick.
Oh,
yeah, I'm there. Yeah, I got it right here. This is John chapter 6 and verse 44. And it reads, no man, red letters again, Yahushua is speaking, no man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. So you can't just come to the Lord, man. He has to draw you, which is that choosing that we just read in John 15 and 16. The Lord said, ye have not chosen me, I have chosen you. That's what's going to draw, because he's the foundation of the world, pursuing Ephesians the 1st chapter, man. Verse 3 and 4, it goes into it. So, and that's precept upon precept, line upon line here, a little, there a little. You know, what's that, Isaiah 28 chapter and verse 10? It's a puzzle, man. And you got to put those puzzle pieces. You go get this from over here, and you go get this from over here, and it's going to come together. It's going to form a perfect picture, man. You know, that's how you deal with the Bible, which Christians don't do. So y'all ain't got it, man. Go ahead, Al.
And how's the Lord his elect? By the word, man.
Yep.
See, that's how he draws the elect. So ultimately, if this word doesn't resonate with you, man, if you can't get jiggy with it,
Right.
okay, you're not part of the elect. You see? But where we at?
Okay. This is because you're going into the elect, and then like you were just reading that, you got to have a name, because in these times, like you say, the Lord, he's not looking for all of Israel. All right. And you have, like you say, IUIC, these different sets of Israelites that don't want to call upon the name. That is what you're going to need in these times of trouble. All right. This is
Well, it's not that they don't want to call it; they just can't. The Lord didn't put His name in their mouth, man. That's hey, we can't take it for granted that we have the desire to know Yahweh Shema Shai and believe on Yahweh Shema Shai. That desire, you know, doesn't come from our own, you know, will. That can I get this real quick? This Philippians 2 and 13, just to back up what I said. Philippians 2 and 13 in a version. It says, for Yahweh Bashima Shai is working in you, giving you the desire and the power to do what pleases Him. Prophets, you tuning into the videos, you know, okay, you're displaying the fruits of the Spirit, you're putting on, therefore, as the elect, okay, you're prophesying, you're preaching, you pop, Listen, that's not of you. You're not doing that.
Right.
Okay? We just read. The Most High, Yahweh Bashim Shah, is working in you. Okay? Giving you the desire. So just the fact that you even have the desire to pray, the fact that you have the desire to think about the Lord first thing you wake up, that desire comes from Yahweh Bashim Shah, man.
That's right.
You see? Through the form of what? The Holy Spirit. So this is why we pray, just like King David prayed, man. Psalms 51:11. Take not the Holy Spirit and cast me not away from thy presence, man. See, because it's all, everything is Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. We don't take any credit for what we do. So there's no room for any pride in this thing of ours, man. All these precepts and all these breakdowns. Okay, well, who gave that to you, man? Yahweh Bashim Shah. Just like he gave you, he could take it away. So the main thing the Lord's looking for from us in this thing is what? Humility, man. You see, you got it.
Okay. This is Proverbs, verse 28. I'm gonna start at verse 26. The point is in 28, and it reads, says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And like you said, this is going into it's going into Israel. Okay. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me. I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. All right. So when the anguish, the distress, all these things come, now you got to call upon the Lord. All right. You're gonna have some of these Israelites saying, well, what is the name? And then they get the name, they're trying to call it, but you haven't been calling upon them before you got into this distress. Before, like I said, Revelation 12:12, when Esau is gonna come down with great wrath, knowing he's got a short time, then you're looking to try to call upon them. Hey, the Lord got the doors open now. The mercy, this grace period is open, but as we see, as prophecy it comes to a close, because we ain't got nothing but a few more prophecies left, you're going to be calling upon the name, and hey, the grace period might be over with. We don't know the time. That's why we got to stay in the spirit. We got to call upon the name. Because like I said, when these times come, you get in distress, when times get hard, all right, when your enemy is coming in like a flood, then you're going to try to call upon the name, which you haven't been doing. As he said, in verse 28 again, it says, then shall they call upon my name, but I will not answer. They shall not seek me early. See, you're not seeking them at this time. You want to seek them when the time is basically when you see the time is that when you see that the enemy is standing right over you.
When Esau saying, we're ready to kill niggers.
Yeah.
Which he's saying that right now. Just because that boy, Charlie. Okay, Charlie Brown, got deleted yesterday, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Now, how was but Esau, the accuser of the brethren at work, man.
That's right.
And you best believe, man, when these race wars start popping off, and Civil War and the Purge, and then I was playing games in this thing, man. Oh, what was the names again? Oh, yo, And as soon as before you even get the Lord's name out of your mouth, pow!
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking dome shot, man.
Yeah.
See, the Lord ain't playing games, man.
That's why the Lord's showing you that Esau got the perpetual hatred. That ain't got nothing to do with Jake, what just happened to Charlie.
Right.
But what did they do? Now these HBCUs, these colleges, these so-called these black, they're getting what? They're getting death threats. Why are they getting death threats? They had nothing to do with it. As it said, the suspect looked like it was an Edomite.
Right.
But yet they're going after you. That's the perpetual hatred. They're like somebody come and slap you in the face. You turn to somebody totally different, and then you attack him.
Right.
Like that deal. But see, that's the perpetual hatred. The Lord has set it up where you're gonna that He still is angry over that birthright.
Yeah.
That's why he don't. You got these Joe Blow 6-pack Edomites don't know about. They don't know, but yet they still got the hatred towards you.
It's that spirit.
That's the spirit. Yeah, that's the spirit. That's the spirit that's on them, and that's gonna continue to stay on of all come.
That's a beautiful, statement you just made in the spirit, bro. Like, yeah, a lot of these Edomites, they don't know. They can't tell you why they really hate niggas and so-called blacks, Hispanic. If you ask, how do you hate? I don't know, man. I just if they were really honest, like, bro, I don't know why. I just fucking hate them.
Right.
But it's something. This is going to show you. This is spiritual, bro. It goes all the way back to Genesis 25.
Bro, that's just go where that police officer shot this guy. So he got the car. He was like, "Why you shoot me?" He was like, "I don't know."
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, he shot the shit out of him. He was like, "Why you shoot me?"
He was on the ground, wasn't he? Is that the one that ran with his hands up?
I think so. It
And
was
you
something
shot
like that. And he was like, "Why you shooting him?" He was like, "I don't
I
know."
don't know. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. He was already on the ground
Yeah.
and had his hands up, and the dude cop ran up and still shot him.
Yep.
That's dirt. That one. Come on.
It was a demon that
If
was
that
calling
don't show
that
you there was a demon on him.
Yeah, shoot him.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Lord hardwired Esau, man.
Yeah.
Proverbs 16:4. The Lord created all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So Esau was hired by the Lord, man, to have this spirit in him. But now when the times were the Lord, he cranking his toy soldier up, man.
That's right.
You see, to that Ezekiel 21st chapter, to pull out that sword, man, and get busy. He put the sword in the hand, and Esau ain't playing, bro. They sweet little America's gone bye-bye, and they hate that shit, man. They tired of Jake having better jobs than them. They tired of Jake sleeping with their women. You see, taking a white woman. They tired of that shit, man. So Esau about to go out with a swing, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you know he done. When men of a particular nation, when their women, starts to go towards, the other nationalities of men, that's how you is in declination mode. It's declining.
Yeah.
You see?
The age of decadence. This is in the age of collapse. Like you said, the Lord got Esau doing this. Amos 3:6. Shall it be evil in the seed, and the Lord has not done it. It's like the Energizer Bunny. If y'all remember that, the old Energizer Bunny with the battery in the back, and he just beating the drum. The Lord has put that battery in the back and charged it up on Esau for him to go through these cities now and wreak havoc. That's what he's doing. He's rousing everyone up. One thing, like I said, you always got to go back to that jab. Everybody got the jab in them now, and they through. You see that in just driving down the street. These people driving crazy as hell. In these stores. These people are already off. Like you said, it's just a bubble, just ready to burst. Yep. Like me, I know I'm bringing movies. Me, myself, and Irene. Esau, they through now. So now you're just seeing that them drums and things in the head where they finna just change, and they gonna show you the type of demon they are.
Right.
And these things about to happen. Jake is not ready for that. Jake ain't playing that. Jake too worried about like in Chicago. You come through, we got switches.
Right.
We got handguns. Jake don't got no understanding, bro.
Right.
Jake mad. I was gonna say Jake mad because BET. All right, they're not gonna have no more BET awards for the next year or two. Jake over there tripping about that shit, man.
Right. I was gonna say, man, and shit, we kind of went over last night at camp. Esau, shit, you niggas saying all that shit. This man has he has a own. First of all, nigga has a military.
Right.
Tanks, all kinds of weapons. Secondly, that nigga has power over the water that runs through your fucking building, over the electricity that you received in these neighborhoods. So all this nigga gotta do is cut that shit off, and then what you niggas gonna do?
Right.
You niggas big and bad. Then he could cut off the food supply from coming into your various
Right.
and stop you niggas from leaving out of it. And then what you niggas gonna do, man? You see, niggas don't think niggas. Hey man, you think like the brother you said you had mentioned earlier. These men are trained.
Right.
These men are trained to go in.
Right.
That's what they doing to woman. They train you to kill, to be a killing machine, man, for them. You see? But all you niggas is doing is shooting and spraying up each other, man.
Right.
You niggas ain't going to the range and, you know what I'm saying? And putting no work in, man, putting hours in at the gun range, perfecting your aim.
No.
You see, you're going to be dealing with, man, Esau's going to send, man, you best believe Trump is sending in some niggas that's been in the field, man. That and hate niggas,
Yeah.
you know?
If I could say, that's why Jake anxious to shoot, because some of them don't never shoot their gun until they shoot at somebody. That's probably the first time they ever shoot their gun.
Right.
I'm so anxious, and then they get to somebody. I've been waiting to do this. You don't know how to shoot. You don't know how to do nothing but just load your gun up.
Right.
Sideways.
Right.
Like a dumbass.
And like one of these military dudes was saying, it was a J dude. He was saying, you niggas is boasting and switches. He said, nigga, that's a waste of bullets. Because literally, as soon as you pull the trigger, rah, your whole clip. And you probably ain't hit shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing. Yeah.
So now you know what I'm saying? Niggas probably got 3 clips, you out of there. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, then what you gonna do? You see, showing you that Jake ain't, it's alright, it's all good, because the Lord got us, because he want to bring slaughter on you niggas, man.
Jake is a worm, bro. Nigga, you defenseless, bro. Like, that's Esau's blessing,
Got more
man.
bullets? No.
Yeah.
Throw the gun at him. Throw the gun.
Jake is done, man. That's what
Yeah.
I got.
Okay, come on. Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. So go ahead.
Well, and that's the Lord speeding Esau up to come down with great wrath. As we mentioned earlier, Esau know the chariots. He's seeing these things. All right. What is that with CERN? He done seen things that basically he like, damn. Now we got to make moves. All right. The Lord is setting him up to move forward with these things, setting up his enterprise. But like I said, the Lord is going to stop him. All right. He got bounds he cannot pass. But these bounds, before he gets to those bounds, what he's about to do?
Man.
We seeing the play is being set. All right, he done set up the plays, and now he's finna do what? He's finna execute those plays. All right, he's letting you know you niggas are the problem. And what we gotta do, we gotta send in the military. With the military, when you get military like the National Guard and the Army and all these on the ground, and the soil of your hometown and your country, basically you're kind of adjusting the Constitution. You wiping everything out. Now you basically finna see Esau say, let me show you what we're gonna do to you. Because when you got the police department, they here to protect and serve. But when you put the military in your cities, the priest mentioned, bro, the military, they're not here to protect and serve. They're here to put you down. They trained to kill. Well, I'm gonna say they trained to unalive you. I already said it now, but that's what it's set up for. So you think Trump is setting these things up to say we coming to DC? You think he went into these white neighborhoods? He's going to Chicago, going to downtown, look at all the big what is it in there? The Sears Tower and all these big buildings. No, he's going to you niggas. All right. He used ICE to come down on the Northern Kingdom. Saying, brother saying, the
Northern Kingdoms get it first, and
the
Southern Kingdom get it worse.
Right.
now we're finna see that. That's actually is coming into in fruition. That's coming into the fold right now. This is Jacob Trump. Good.
If I can add to that too, he's sending these military into blue states, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted, those blue states with niggas in it, because you got blue states with Edomites in it that he's overlooking those states. So this is about you Jakes, man, you niggas and spiggers, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, they have a perpetual hatred, they have a problem with you, man. You know what I'm saying? And so those blue states are who he's focused on, which was predominantly where blacks are, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's your turn. He started with the Northern Kingdom, you know, the so-called deportations, all that shit was set up to get you. But now he coming after you Southern Kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your turn, bro. And this shit ugly, bro. Now don't get it twisted. He ain't through with the Northern Kingdom. He ain't through with them, bro.
No.
The Lord ain't through, so he ain't through. You know, that's the whooping stick. That's the sword of the Lord.
Right.
The sword of Psalm 17 and 13. You know, and the Lord is about to release his sword, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's furbished and it's ready, man. It's sharp. And he's gonna release this nigga, man. You know, the brother, did you read Revelations 12? Who read that? The brother read Revelations 12, bro. You know, this devil is about to come down with great because he know he's at the end, man. This is it, bro. You can clearly see it. It ain't hard. Everybody named mama that don't know nothing about the truth, you can just see everyday life and know this is it. You got Edomites suffering. Edomites suffering, bro.
Yeah.
In a kingdom, Edomites suffering. Come on, bro. We at the end, man. You know, they complaining. You know, can't wait. 2 income families and we can't survive. You know, they through, bro. They constantly, every day, videos coming out. It's getting worse. Another, you know, Eve crying. You know, she want to be taken care of now. You know, too late. Too late. Too little, too late, bro.
Yeah,
You talked all that smack.
Man.
You know, hey, keep that energy, bro. Energy going. What you doing? You know?
Jake is tired of like, bro.
Jake tired, man.
That, honestly, she's like the last thing on our fucking mind right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like we focused on it, man, trying to make it out of here.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to be the spirit of the Lord to bring Isaiah 4:1 to pass.
Right.
The last thing on the man of the Lord's mind is taking on another woman, like
Another mouth.
another like shit. Yeah, like you gonna have to, the Lord going to put the spirit on that woman to come correct and to really, you know, tap into that man's mind and let her in.
Yeah.
You know.
But to add to that, spot, when you read that verse, though, it goes into her. You know, I will my own bread. Uncle, you ain't gonna have to feed me. You don't have to feed like brother, man. Another mouthy. Nah, I'm gonna feed you. I'm gonna bring this. I'm bringing to the table. Blah blah blah. That's what man gonna be looking for, man. What you got to? What you bring to the table? You ain't got another box. Swipe left, man.
Right.
You getting swiped up, going down to the guy, man. You need to be taking on out, bro.
We'll be popping balloons.
Pop the balloon, pop the balloon, pop.
You
Exactly.
see balloon?
yeah. All of got caught in balloon.
Man.
Nigga, spiritual powers on that balloon. This big old balloon turn the bitch in.
Oh,
Bitch.
Can you read the Revelation 12?
Going back, Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12 says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them."
Yep. Hey, rejoice. Hey, bro, we side with the heavens because they know about the how. Hey, we're excited. We're ready to see that. You know, we're rejoicing with things about to happen because we know after this it's going to be set up for the kingdom.
Right.
All right. Keep going.
It says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea."
The see you that's within this earth. All right. If you're not with Yahweh Shai, then the hell with you. You know, and we love it. We see these things that's about to happen. Pull out your switches. Okay, pull out these little pistols you got. No, you going against you getting his blessing and trying to go against him with the blessing that the Lord gave him. Do it, cause hell, you niggas y'all are getting in the way.
Right.
You Edomites, we like you say that black fatigue, or we nigger fatigue, we white fatigue. We fatigue for all you motherfuckers. Excuse my language. But we're tired of y'all, so we love it when we see this happen.
Mhm.
Keep on and keep it moving.
Human fatigue.
Human fatigue.
Exactly.
You
All
know?
these people through.
Hey, if you ain't down with your how about Shimei Awashai, the hell with you.
One more time, Mike. Can you read that one more time? Salaki, I'm sorry, bro.
That's a banger verse. That's a
Man,
good
bro.
verse.
That's right. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Mhm.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea."
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. The Lord, everything finna get it, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord ain't finna, and that reminds me of Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter.
That's me. I was just asking you.
Bro, that's that kind of Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter. You about to get it?
Yeah.
Okay, come. We'll read it then.
I mean, you start like at the top where it says, "When you mad at the rivers."
Right, that's what I'm on.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what
This is Habakkuk 3 and verse 8.
And when you read Habakkuk the 3rd, well, Habakkuk the 2nd chapter is going into the system that Esau built up. You know how he's at hell and death, his feet not abideth in his home. He puts the bottle to everybody. You know, here's Habakkuk the 3rd chapter, basically giving you, a brief summary or the vision that Habakkuk received on how the Lord's going to boot Esau out of power, man.
Right.
Okay, by the Lord invading this man with his chariots, like it says in verse 16. But you got it.
I can jump there to go down. This is Habakkuk 3, starting at verse 8. It says, "Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation."
And that shows you that simultaneous destruction and salvation happening simultaneously at the same time.
Yeah.
The Lord is destroying everything here. He also goes into the chariots of salvation, man. The salvation. So that's that simultaneous destruction, salvation at the same time. So while this space being destroyed, you have the elect being beamed up out of it.
That's right.
You know.
It says, "Thou
And that reminds me again, Salaki.
No.
And that reminds me of that verse the brother just read in Revelation 12 chapter, man. You know,
Mhm.
whoa, hey, destruction is coming. The inhabitants of the earth and the sea, man.
Right.
So everything finna get it, man. That's why Habakkuk was at, you had at the sea, you know.
Right.
But I get it, cause everything in this place is through, bro.
Man.
The animals through. Yeah, the water, the damn salmon. What is that? The one where this nigga has got him, he doing.
Salmon. Yeah.
It sounds like with the salmon, it's contaminated. All this shit is just through, man. Everything is jacked here, man.
Salmon.
So everything gotta be stuck. Go ahead.
I was just saying how he got the salmon eating themselves. And
Right,
shit.
right. Yeah, bro. That's come on, bro. That's bugged out.
Yeah.
You know, you got this nigga got animal gay shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Salakia.
Nah, we good.
Okay. Damn. You know, yeah, man. You got the animals going left, man. You know, doing. You know, animals are in they're supposed to be in their right, man.
Right.
So hey, this place gotta go, bro. You know, everything in this place is through. So that's why the Lord is gonna touch everything, man. He got to. That way, that whole refreshing, that Revelation the 21st chapter, you know, the new heavens and the new can begin, man. You know, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. When Jacob comes in, everything is gonna be a new, refresh, man.
Right.
You know, the animals gonna be good. Everything is gonna be in its rightful place. You know, this nigga got animals in is out of place and wrong habitation. Everything, man. It's just in zoos locked up with fake habitations It's all through, man. All that gotta go, bro. The animals are in captivity as well, man.
That's right.
And they need to be free, just like the prisoners, man. You know, what's that, Isaiah 63, 61, 61, I believe. You know, which that freedom is coming, man. You know, we're at the cusp, at the door of that freedom. You know what I'm saying? For Jake, man. You know,
That's right.
getting started with the elect, of course.
And I can make a point going back, like brothers are going into Revelations 12 and 20. That's a lot. That's a lot of. That's a heavy verse. Because like I said, man, it says that rejoice ye that are in the heavens, man. You see, that brother said earlier, man. It's angels and us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it says in Philippians 3, we citizens of heaven, man.
Right.
When you get it, especially in the AMP, real quick, it says Philippians 3 and 20 in the AMP. It says, but we are different because our citizenship is in it. You see,
Boom.
we ain't the inhabitants of the earth.
Right.
These niggas are earth, man.
Right.
These are 2/3, man. Worldly nigga. This is your habitation. Our habitation is in the heavens, man.
That's right.
Our mindset is in the heaven. Colossians chapter 3, man.
Well, Yahushua says, he
Boy,
said, from above,
bro,
you from
Below,
beneath.
right.
And that's the same sentiment as the elect shares, Proverbs 8th chapter.
Right.
My delight was with the sons of men.
My man.
You know, the elect, they're originally, the electors are originally from the heavens, man.
Right.
Yep.
They're angels.
Yeah.
Waiting for that city to come.
Yeah.
Like the scripture say, was that the Hebrews say, here we have no continuing city.
Right.
But we waiting for one of them. Well, that's why we rejoice when we see this, because we know our city is coming, man.
That's it.
Yep.
You see why these niggas' city is about to be destroyed. That's why I say,
Yep.
woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, man.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, because it said this is what is that Micah 2? It said this place is so polluted.
Right.
You know, so he said this is not our rest. We don't want to rest here. We all up. You know, we're like, damn, Lord, please come. We begging the Lord. All right, we're pleading to the Lord because we see these things. The Lord has put us out this world. We like on the outside looking in now.
Man.
All right, and we seeing all these things just like Ezra. Ezra like, oh Lord, you know. Then just like the talking to Yahushua said, hey, when you gonna come? When you gonna bring forth the kingdom of heaven? What he said, because they was under Edomite captivity. They was under the Romans.
Man, like you said, now we looking for we seeing it from the what you say?
Outside looking in.
We sat on the outside looking in, man. Jake, that movie The Matrix, man. Jake think that they weren't slaves. Those people thought that they weren't slaves, and really they thought they was free, walking around, having jobs, doing shit. But really, it was all an illusion.
Yep.
And they were slaves. And when Neo woke up, he seen them. They was just all fucking tubes and shit. Them niggas through, just growing in the goddamn tube, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Now we sit on the outside looking like, damn, this ain't life.
Right.
That's what Neo was like, man, hell no. Morpheus, bro, this shit, this is not life, man.
Right.
Right.
I got one for you. This is John. It's John chapter 8 and verse 32. This is what Yahushua said. He says, and you shall know the truth, truth shall make you free.
Mm.
So that's him unplugging us from that matrix
Right.
cords, man.
Yep.
You know, get up off that machine.
Right.
You know, you ain't supposed to be there, man. It's time for you to wake up, man. You know, this ain't no real steak you was eating. You know, it's fake. Everybody's agents.
Right.
You see, now we see the world for what it truly is. Right. With ourselves, we see, real quick, I'm gonna grab this as well, okay? Because we view everything from a spiritual lens now. We don't look at the so-called white man the same. Okay, you know, we see him for exactly who and what he is. He's an Edomite. We know why you were created, and we know what's gonna happen to you.
Right.
We don't view our people the same anymore.
Right.
Okay, no, you're Israelite. Okay, you bugged out right now, but you're gonna come back all good after the second death.
Right.
You know, we don't view Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai anymore, man. He's not God. You know, he's not Jesus Christ. He's not Yahweh. No, that's Yahweh Al-Shai.
That's right.
You see, this is 2 Corinthians 5 and verse 16 in the NLT. So we have evaluating others from a human point of view. At one time, we thought of Yahweh Shai merely from a human point of view. How differently we now. See? Because trying to, you know, evaluate, you know, Yahweh Shai from a human point of view, that's what had, you know, those scribes and Pharisees stumbled up. How can he be the son of the Most High? Like, you know, he's breaking the Sabbath. You know, he you know, we didn't expect him to be born in Bethlehem. You know, why, you know, how come he's not, you know, all, you know, royal and pomp?
Right.
You see? Because they were looking at Yahweh Shai and trying to box Yahweh Shai in a human point of see, hey, that what did Yahweh Shai say? Matthew 22 and 29, you err not knowing the scriptures or the power of the Most High, man.
Right. They was looking for him to come back and destroy Rome at that time, man. Because when you read the Pharisees, they read the prophecies of Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You see, when you read those, that's why he coming and he ain't gonna meet you like a man. He gonna come back and conquer. They was reading these things, and okay, that's why they shoved him out, because he was on his first coming. He was humble. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't that they wanted what they call it, like a revolutionary or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, like he was gonna come back and start a war, and
Right.
he wasn't. He didn't fit that wasn't pleased, like the brother quoted. It wasn't it wasn't pleasing to them. That's why he was rejected.
So what was he reading in the book of Luke? When he closed the book and said, "Written to me," and they were looking at him like, "What?"
Talking about Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yeah,
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Yeah, he was reading the book of Isaiah. It was in the book of Luke where you read it. Yeah, but he was looking at it, he was like, he was reading to me, and they were looking like, "Come on, what?" They
This
didn't
thing
like
is
it.
in fulfillment.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
days on
yep.
the field.
Yeah.
That's a subtlety though, like, because people they're expecting like when prophecies are kind of pass, like it to be announced, like everybody recognizes, oh,
Right.
this is it. But no, the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah works in subtlety, man. Just like now, look at all these prophecies coming to pass, but it's very okay. That's something big. Okay, you read that in the Bible, man. That's gonna be announced, but it's happening now. It's very subtle, bro.
Right.
Like, it's being announced, but people don't recognize it.
Right.
It's quiet.
Because who's
It's-
coming from? Yeah.
It's quiet building, just like it was in the time of Ezra and Nehemiah. When they
Right.
went back to go rebuild the temple, it was quiet, man. Like it wasn't, it was a lot going on. They had tools in one hand, sword in another hand, but it was subtle, and so much to the point to where a lot of Jews, a lot of Israelites, the southern kingdom, they didn't want to go back to the land and help rebuild,
Right.
just like now, because back then Jake was living in Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Babylon had Jake wooed to sleep. Like Jake was making a fortune in Babylon. Like it was easy to make money. It was eating good.
Right.
So when the Lord gave us the green light to go back and rebuild the temple, it was just a small chosen help of Israelites of the southern kingdom that wanted to go back.
A small elect group.
Yep,
That's
small
what-
elect group.
That's how it is now for the kingdom of heaven. It's a
Right.
small elect group. The Lord don't choose the mighty men. He don't choose the giants of the earth. He ain't having LeBrons, you know what I'm saying, and these different men that everybody know in the world bring forth this word. Like I say, it's subtle. All right, so he's bringing the lowly. All right, just like King David, they would look at him like he's gonna be king. He would look what he did though, what the mighty did, but he was small amongst them. But what did he do? He became to be great. This is a build up. It's a subtle build up because we're calling it. We're letting people know. But what we do, get scoffed at when they look at us.
Right.
It's like we're spectacles right now.
And the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, the one that they did not shall sit on the throne or
I
something
got that
like
right
that.
here.
Right, yeah,
See, that's-
because it happened with David for an example.
Yeah.
When Samuel went to get David, before he realized it was David, he had looked at David, all other David's.
Yeah.
It was to the point to where they didn't even. David's parents didn't even call him to come meet him. He was still in the field working. So that shows you how they looked at him. Now he just, you're right. But the Lord was dealing with him the whole time, man. The whole time, just knowing that he's dealing with the house of David. It looks insignificant to these people because it's not powerful. You know what I'm saying? Esau, it's the whole story, man. The Lord is so cold. Yeah, things happen over and over. It's the house of David versus Goliath again, man.
Right.
So it's something that one that they're not looking for is gonna sit up on the throne. Yahushua, and these same man. That's why I say in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, it says we counted they like foolish, man. How they now they counted amongst the Most High's children, man.
Right.
I got that for you. 11:5. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of have worn the crown.
Right. They ain't thinking of so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans to rule.
No.
You see, especially the men. This society has totally made the men of the nation of Israel it seem like the garbage of the earth, but yet like the priest said earlier, all the women want Jake, man.
Right.
Even in this lower state, you try to shine all this evil light on Jake, man. On Jake, man, they this and they that, but all the women want us, man.
Right.
We the ones jumping out the gym, all that shit, man. You see, so even in this lower state, you see how much more when the Lord rise us up, man. You see, from us out on the street corners, man. Lord willing, being delivered and being your future rulers, man.
Sirach 10:31. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?
Man.
And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? Yep, just going into your point, man. Like, you look at the condition of our people, but yet they have such this great influence upon earth in this lowest state. You know, all the inventions, you know, just influence, you know, music, food, just mindset, you know, slang, just, you know, even though it's not, you know, in a righteous condition, but nonetheless, it just goes to show you that we're the salt of the earth.
Right.
You know, bro, this world will be bland as hell with that life, bro.
Right.
Can you imagine? I was about to say, you know, can you imagine bluegrass? But really, Jake invented bluegrass.
Yep.
Jake invented rock and roll.
Yep.
Like anything that sounds good, tastes good, fuck good. Jake did that, man.
Right.
Like Esau, when you read Job the 30th chapter, that's Esau's original state. Speaks about how he was braying at the nettles. You know, he's speaking that Ooga language. Like Esau doesn't even have a language.
Right.
The English language, that's a bastard language from you know, Hebrew, you know, German, you know, all these other nations, man. You saying just amalgamated to this BS we call English.
Bro.
So yeah, Esau doesn't have anything original, bro.
No. And Jake, you know, domesticated Esau. Esau, you know, during the time in Europe and things like that, the Moors came over there. They living in the house with their chickens and pigs and everything, and they had something. Get the animals out the house. You know, you got pig. You know, they was living. You know,
Some niggas still do that.
Yeah.
You will see fucking videos of niggas letting their horses walk out through the goddamn house and
that's
pigs
their
in the
nature.
house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when they came over to America, the gag had to teach these niggas, man.
Yep.
Them niggas didn't bathe. They niggas would wear their clothes so that shit just started rotting away and fall off of them.
Yep.
And just put perfume on top of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But they do
That's
that today.
That's what high heels was originally invented for not to step in shit.
Right.
Cause they were just shit and piss out on the floor, bro. That's where high heels come from when you look it up, man. Out of there, bro. And perfume, like the brother said.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even bathe, they would just like you, bro. It just stank, dog.
Bro, you still got people like that today. You
Yeah.
know, as Brad Pitt like that. He don't take baths, man.
Damn.
You know, so they still in that spirit, like to this very day, just like the eating of the meat, tartare, not raw meat. This goes back to the very beginning, bro. You know, hey, bro, they here, bro. Eat them. It's not done away with.
Nope.
These niggas are clearly here, bro. You know.
What's the one look just like Esau? The one to be eating the raw testicles.
Oh yeah. I know you talking about. I don't know his name. About.
We just get
Yeah. No, I was just gonna make another point,
Oh,
just
go.
to add to that. When y'all was going into how the kingdom is coming with subtlety. Well, when you read in Luke 17, Yahushua said that, that Most High is not going to come with observation, man. You're not going to see it. You're not going to notice it. It's not going to be something that's noticeable. The Lord don't even want it that way, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's happening right before these people's eyes, and they don't know what they're looking at. You know, the kingdom of heaven is not going to be that third temple. Is not physical. It's spiritual. It's the people, man. What's that? 2 Peter 2:5. You know, those lively stones. Each of these brothers make up one of them lively stones, bro. You know, so that's the house. That's the building right there, man.
Right.
It's not a physical building that like Trump talking about. Building a third temple over there in the land. And come on, bro. No, it's just gonna get. You know what's gonna happen to it? It's gonna get decimated because the Lord is placed, and it's gonna all get laid down. They shall build. I shall throw down. The Lord said that, bro. So let them go ahead and erect one and build a temple of wood if they want to. It's going to get laid down, man. By who? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Thus said the Lord. He said it, bro.
But that's them trying to, solidify their rulership. Trying to look for that purebred heifer to set up the sacrifice to build a temple. So they don't acknowledge Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is that lamb, as it says in Revelation 5, will be worthy of these things. So, like you just mentioned, it's not a physical temple now. All right, the temple is within you. All right, and it's through the blood of Yahweh Shai, he's that lamb that laid his life down for us to receive that salvation and build the temple.
The kingdom of heaven represents the people. It says that Matthew where it says
Suffer violence.
yeah, right, kind of. You know what that is? I know it's in Matthew, but I just can't remember exactly where. The kingdom suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force.
Luke 16.
Oh, it's in Luke?
It's in Matthew too.
Yeah, I thought it was one
It's
in
Matthew
11.
Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 11 and verse 12, it says, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force.
Now Christians, they don't know what this is talking about. What is this talking about, Christians?
okay.
Your vocab, can you break it down? But it says the king suffered violence. It's talking about the Israelites, man.
Right.
You know, the Israelites to this very day is suffered violence at the hand, and it said, and the violent take it by. Ain't this dude referred to as the violent man? The violent take it by force. Took the nation of Israel by force, man. You know what I'm saying? They bought them from, you know, and spread them out throughout the four corners of the earth, which was prophecy. You know, we had to go through that. The Lord told us that we didn't hearken to his voice, what was going to happen to us, man. That was a promise, man,
Right.
from the Lord. And we didn't hearken, we didn't listen, and that's what, so he loosed that sword on our ass, and that's what they did, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So the kingdom of heaven suffering violence and the violence taken by force is basically saying that the Israelites who are the kingdom of heaven, you know, suffered violence, which eats this very day, and it suffers that violence by the violent man, which is the Edomites, man. That's what that verse is going into, bro. You know, but you Christians, man, y'all think y'all know something.
That's right. See, you can grab the NLT, bro?
Go.
Matthew chapter 11 and verse 12 in NLT. It says, and from the time John the Baptist began preaching until now, the kingdom of heaven has been forcefully advancing. People are attacking it.
Yeah. The violent people are attacking it. Vocab is one of those, amongst the people that are one of those violent people. Because they're Edomite. That's the violent man. Okay, that's the son of perdition, the son of destruction. You know, and like we're like, that hide me from the violent man. These men are looking to put us down. All right, they're looking to destroy the nation of Israel so it won't be no more, as it says in Psalms 83. And they teamed up with these other heathen nations to basically combat against the people of the Lord. All right, but now we're going to see those tables are starting to turn. What is that in Deuteronomy? Where now the 30 and 7. Yeah. Now we're going to see what? Now they're seeing the curses falling, as we mentioned in Zechariah 5, which that what? The curse, that curse that's coming upon the earth with those chariots. So the curse is that you see the curse changing or doing a 180 because the Lord is coming to bring forth deliverance. All right, it's finna set up for that kingdom of heaven that it says in Isaiah 9. The government that's gonna be no end. So it's got to be translated and taken out the hands of Esau Edom, because he's a violent man. If he's here, the Lord said it will not be no flesh left. So he had to do this for the elect's sake. As you read Revelation 12 and 12, which is a heavy verse, a heavy scripture. The Lord is going to take this man out of rulership. He's been there too long. Now he has done so much. Like I said, the heavens are going to rejoice. We're rejoicing because, like I say, we're one and one with the spiritual and with the heavens. All right, we have faith that the Lord is going to deliver us, because you're going to see. Well, you're going to see a lot of blood. You're going to see a lot of things. This man, the earth is dying. All right, what is that? 2 Ezra 14 or Isaiah 14. The earth is weaker from the earth is weaker from what? From the wickedness. All right, from the sins of what Esau have spanned throughout the earth, and Jacob had took hold and the 2/3 took hold to it. But now we're finna see the turn of the table, and we're rejoicing because.
So it's Genesis 18 and 20 in the NLT. It says, then the Lord said, the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is great and their sins are grievous, that I will go down and see if what they have done is as bad as the outcry has reached me. If not, I will know. Going back into the Zechariah 5, the house of the deep, an investigation is being made. That's why the chariots are being seen. When you look up, brother had posted in the chat a while ago, like the so-called UFO activity on the earth. The majority of it is in Babylon, bro. Yeah. It's entering into the house of the thief, like Zechariah 5 says, man. And hey, they cry. And where is that cry coming from? This is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. That's right. That cry is coming from the elect, man. The prophets are crying out unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Now things are moving. Like Yahushua said himself, this gospel shall go out, and then shall the end come, man. Right. You see? That's why we seeing all this happening, bro. You see more and more chariots, and going back to the point that, like we said a couple of minutes ago, about it's being built, the temple is being built right before your eyes, man, and but people can't see. You see, people can't see what's actually taking place, man, because they under the illusion that they still believe in that lie that Esau set up, like these red heifers and shit that these small hats are doing. These niggas are trying everything to force themselves into the man of being the Israelites, and they don't fit, man. Right. They don't fit it, man.
Not at all.
Hey,
Go ahead.
well, I would say because he said they can't see the temple being built, but that's Romans 11, around the 7th verse. You know, the elect we have attained this, so we see the temple being built, but the rest are blinded.
Right.
They don't see it.
No, I was just going to, the thief is done, man.
Yeah.
The thief is done. The scriptures tell you in John the 10th chapter that, roughly paraphrasing it, you know, that steals, kills, and destroys. He said, the Lord says he's about to give us life, and that we may have it more abundantly, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we look for, man. You know what I'm saying? We're tired of this place. Ain't life like the Kahan Banaya mentioned earlier. This ain't life, man. Jake think this is living, man. This ain't living, man. You know, Jake walking around with a heartbeat, you know, but they ain't alive, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, if you quicken, you're alive. And the only way you can be quick, knowledge, man. That's the actual life, you know what I'm saying? Which is Yahweh Shai. He's the truth, the way, the life. You know what I'm saying? And it has to come through him, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, bro, that which is to come, man, the kingdom of heaven. That's what we look for.
We Marvin Gaye on the way home. This ain't living.
Right. Hey, can I pull this, bro, real quick, man? All right, go ahead. And Doc, I know you get down on it, bro. Cause it's going right into what you're saying, man, about this is not life, man. But this is life. This is what life is all about.
Right.
Go on. No, go ahead.
Sirach 40:28. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg.
Ooh, and Jake is quick to beg, which is going, hey, that reminds me of the parable. What's it, Luke? The beggar in 16? Yeah, that reminds me of that beggar and the rich man. Of course, we know the rich man is Esau, and I think it was mentioned earlier how Jake is happy with some crumbs on his table, man. You know, when you got all our, the majority of our people that's, you know, in the music industry and the you know, these movies, you know, as a matter of fact, it's the spirit, because I was watching earlier a video of Sylvester Stallone and Denzel Washington and all these big ass houses and all these many cars. Like, why you need so many goddamn cars, bro? You know, you got 100 cars. You know what I'm saying? For what? It's a waste of money, bro.
Right.
You know, even if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't spend it like that. You know, first of all, it'd be the brotherhood. You know, but of course we got a different mindset. But you know, Jake, bro, the wrong mentality, man. But Jake are those beggars, man. You know, they always begging. But it says what? Read that again.
Kind of. If I can also add, because you know that word vote goes into beg. So every time Jake be voting for next president elect, that's begging.
Save us, y'all.
Right.
Okay, stand that.
Taraji
Just be my girl, bro. Taraji was my girl, man. And ever since she said that, man, she lost me, bro. I'm like, this crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Save us, Joe. This devil, man, that can save us. Go ahead, I got a slot, bro.
Yeah. Sirach 40:28. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg.
Better it is to die than to beg, you know. But Jake don't get it, man. You know, we ready to die in this motherfucker. We ain't for fuck Esau, bro.
Yeah.
So like, excuse my French, you know. But that nigga can't offer us nothing, man, which he ain't gonna do anyway. Where's the goddamn 40 acres and a mule that you promised? It'll never be seen, bro, because this nigga's a demon, man. He's a devil and he hates your ass. He ain't trying to help you in no kind of way. But what's that scripture? Somebody know where it is? Isaiah 32, where it says the Lord is our king and lawgiver, and
32 and 1.
32, that's what I thought. 32. Is it 1? 32 and 1. Can you get it out?
You said,
Isaiah.
It's Isaiah 32, 33.
No, 32.
Okay, I thought it was 33 and 22. 30.
No, I think it's 32 and 22.
32.
32 and 1.
I'm thinking about righteous king shall reign.
Yeah, no. I think it is like 22.
Let's try 30, 23.
I thought it was 32. It's all good, yeah.
Let's see, this week, Isaiah 33 and 22, it says, "For the Lord is our judge,
Yeah,
the Lord is our lawgiver,
that's it.
the Lord is our king, save us."
Bro, read that one more time.
Gun. It says,
Just for you, Taraji.
it says Isaiah 33 and 22, "For the Lord is our judge,
The Lord is our judge. How about Shemar Shai? That's our judge, man. Go ahead.
the Lord is our lawgiver."
He's our lawgiver. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. He showed his word to Jacob. You know, he has not dealt with any other nations. It's the nation of Israel. Go ahead. Romans the 9th chapter goes into it too. Go ahead.
The Lord is our king.
The Lord is our king. You know, go ahead.
He was us.
He will save us. Joe ain't gonna save you. Trump ain't gonna save you, man. He's not gonna save these people, bruh. The one that's gonna save us is the Lord, man. You know, the Most High Yahweh is gonna send His Son Yahweh Shai back, and His people from the four corners of the earth, man. You know, from all these lands that He scatters, going back to the beginning, from the scattering and the curses. Because now you got the remnant returning. We're trying to get it right. We're Lord willing, we can be a part of that number. We're trying to get it right. We're trying to hearken what it says in Deuteronomy 28:1. You know, hey, you hearken to the words of my voice to do my commandments that I command you this day. And He said He's gonna put you above these nations, and He's gonna give you all of these things, man, everything that, hey, 1 through 14, man, and everything's gonna work for us. Everything's gonna be beautiful. Our children gonna be on point. They're gonna be beautiful. Our women gonna be on point. They're gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, bro. And that's what we're looking for. That's why I'd like the Quran mentioned that Hebrews 13 and 14. Here we have human city. Right. We look for that which is to come, bro. You know, that's what comes with that. And Jake don't want it, man, because Jake has basement mentalities, man. They don't have king mentalities, man. You know, rulership mentality. They want to be ruled. They don't want to rule. You know, and that's why Isaiah 42, I believe, when it goes into none saith restore, you know, Jake ain't looking to be restored. The elect is, you know, going back to Acts, you know, where the apostles, you know, without this time restore again the kingdom to Israel. That's the restoration. That's the restoration, man. You know, and that's the mentality and mindset that we're in, man. Restoration, restoring Israel back to that kingship.
Man, that's what the Lord wants. You know, I said Himself, "Fear not, little flock, for it's thy Father." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give you the kingdom, man.
That's one of my favorite verses.
It's one in the Old Testament where the Lord said, "If this be like beautiful in your eyes, how much more, you know what I'm saying, in my eyes, right? For Him to give us the kingdom, bro." So the Lord want all that, like the brother said, our women in order, our children in order, we in order. You know what I'm saying? He wants to give His sons that, man.
Right.
You see? So, and it's coming, bro.
That's right.
Sirach 40 and 29. The life of, I'm gonna read 28 one more time. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better it is to die than to beg. And for a man to beg, a grown ass man to beg, bro, you begging another man, you're really isolating yourself. You know, that's some whole shit, bro. Yep. Like women supposed to beg, you know, like give me this, give me that. But for a man, you know, you got your own set of testicles, man. You bow down to another man, please, please. Like, bro, the Lord hates fucking niggas like that, bro. You can't serve the Lord when your nuts is crushed. That's the law. Right. And that's why, it says that in Isaiah 10 and 20, the remnant shall no longer stay upon that one that's smitten, man, but stay upon Yahweh Shema Shai truth. See? So it says, Sirach 40 and 29, the life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life. For he polluted himself with his meat. But a wise man, well nurtured, will beware thereof.
There you go. What's it on?
Oh God, yeah, it says the life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life. And you know, like earlier, bro, we don't have a life here. You know, we don't have a life because you're dependent on another man's table. You know, the reason why, here soon, brother gonna have to, you know, go home and go to sleep. Okay, do what in the morning? You gotta wake up in the wee hours of the morning, go to work, so you get your bread. You know, so you know, Esau can cut your check, so you can feed yourself and your family, bro. This is not fucking life, bro.
So you can get the money right back to the nigga that paid you. That's literally, he pay you some money, and then you just give it right back. Yeah. Cause you buying food, you gotta buy your water. You don't gotta need water, you need electricity. You paying the same people, man.
Good.
You see?
We're gonna do this in 2 more weeks after this. Do the same thing. Give you money, give you back. I see you again in 2 weeks.
Right.
It's a constantly open door, just constantly open and close.
Just really living for the weekend, bro.
Yeah.
So they just riding downtown Dallas playing the same whack ass songs, and going through the same blocks every 5 minutes on the goddamn slingshots. Grown ass black men, middle age. Look at that loud ass, bro. Jake's so goddamn simple, bro.
You gonna throw them to go to church in the morning.
Yeah. They got a slingshot.
Yeah, I hate the motherfucking slingshot. Bro, the Lord gonna slingshot your ass with the thing. Bro, I hate this shit. It's always a middle-aged nigga, man.
Yeah, old nigga.
Trying to get a young bitch. You know what I mean? They got them.
With the fucking motorcycle with the big ass speakers on it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All noise. One more time. One more time. That last verse you just read.
Sirach 40 and 29. The life of him that dependeth on another man's table is not to be counted for a life. for he polluted himself with other men's meat. But a wise man will beware thereof.
Exactly. We polluted them with another man's meat. Man, ain't we eating our bread defiled among these heathen, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This food is through. We're dependent on this nigga for food. I just seen a video. I think it may be yesterday now, but where, and just if you Akim don't know, when you if you go buy apples or whatever, the number, pay attention to the numbers, man.
Yeah.
Get numbers that begins with. If it's a 4 on it, that's Gil Bates.
Yeah.
And first of all, it's filled with pesticides, and it also has a wax covering. And I watched the dude just peel the wax.
That knife.
With that knife, you saw it? Yeah, wax off with the knife, man. You know what I'm saying? So that, bro, that's bro. We through here, man. So yeah, this ain't a life when you got to depend on and your food is defiled. You know,
Right.
which is again, Lord said we're gonna eat our defiled bread among the heathen.
Right.
Or bread defiled.
Like the brothers going into every day, we spending extra money for the shit, but it's still something fucked up about
Still fucked
It's
up.
still
Exactly.
something fucked up.
Yeah, you just gotta
You know
pick
what I'm
the choice, choose your poison. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
It's all
damn,
through. But this is a little bit better than this. This gonna kill you immediately. You
Yeah,
gonna
right.
live a few more days. So
Yeah.
you gonna spend your life savings. But it's over here, and so
Yeah.
come on, bro.
I was in Central Market, in the produce section, and trying to get some fruit, trying to be healthy. You know what I mean? And I was in the organic section, and it had I was like, oh, cool, they got grapes over there. And I looked at the grapes, like, yeah, it says seedless, but organic. I'm like, how the fuck is it organic and it's seedless at the same
It's
time?
oxymoron, man.
Yeah.
Don't
So-
go together.
So organic GMOs is what it is.
Right.
You're getting authentic GMOs, man. This shit be so.
Same living.
Man.
So if you're obsessed with this place, if you want this place to come back, then, to get back to normal, bro. Hey, Yahweh Shema Shai gonna destroy you, man. Point blank, period. But hey, Lord's willing, you Akim Akwak, we're edified with this. That's who we do these lessons for through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai for the elect. Everybody else, man, hey, get ready for your judgment. So Lord willing, this is edifying. Till next time, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to our power.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Makakwadash.
We're going to give double honors to our beloved apostles and elders of the great millstone, who walk up above. Shalom.
Shalom.
Water, bro.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Yeah.